Hey folks, Mav here. Today I'm going to be doing a commentary on Ryan Rhino Mills. Hate me all you want. I think it's a good one.
Maybe you're better off with her. I think she's better for you. I forgot how great it felt to be us. Guess I got carried away.
I'm going to be skipping this whole intro section and the joke that comes with him seeing her OC, but I'm going to give you a clip. This is only a fraction of it, by the way.
God! I can't Forget your memories! Forget your memories! Forget your memories! Forget your memories!
It overstays its welcome is the major problem with it. I mean, I wouldn't mind it so much if not for the fact that this joke goes on for far too long. I mean, the reaction at the end was pretty funny, except that I was having a headache after hearing him scream for almost half a minute.
Well, my eyes are bleeding now, and as repayment for making my eyes bleed, I'm going to explain why this OC is complete and utter garbage. First of all, holy crap! The colors are so unbelievably bright that it legit hurts my eyes to look.
It hurts your eyes? What? 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 How does that hurt your eyes? I mean, it's too bright? How? Explain. No? Okay, whatever. You say it's unbelievably bright. I don't believe that. Yeah, it's a bit too pink, but it's not eye-hurtingly bad. What? You're what? I get that it's an overreaction, but the way you say it makes people, like, might actually believe you.
Hey guys, you know what would make this already painful amount of red better? More red! That's it! You
And since you're being a douche, I'm gonna take your color privileges.
lost your color privileges!
Wow, another Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash episode. We haven't gotten an episode like that since season 1, and that was 95 episodes ago. But the writer for this episode is Amy Keating Rogers, who wrote Pinkie Pie and Philly Vanilli, a few of my favorite episodes. Alright, let's begin.
Hey, I got some advice for you. Maybe instead of sounding bored out of your mind, how about you not overdose on melatonin before you record next time? Like, seriously, you sound like you're giving the speech for your college review paper in front of the class when you're here to entertain me. Emote! Emote!
She's not monotone, she's soft-spoken. Not all of us can be screaming for half a minute, but hey, at least at least we can hear her with the music in the background, right? Skip it, just skip it.
So the episode starts off at Sugar Cube Corner with Pinkie Pie baking one of her grandmother's old recipes with
Excuse me, ma'am, but it's rather hard to hear you when your Wii music is obnoxiously drowning out your voice. Like, seriously, the audio balancing here is absolutely abysmal, and in the cases where it isn't drowning out her voice, which is a fair amount, I'll admit that, the music is still at a level where it's distracting to the viewer. It has no reason to be as high volume as it is. Just turn it down. No one's really gonna miss it. Because whether you like it or not, the focus is on your review, not your music.
No, what? What? No, why? Why, no, no, the music isn't even drowning her out. I could hear her perfectly fine, and I have terrible hearing and listening skills. But by God, man, you really need to, like, no. Watch the video again, because it seems like you've only watched the video once.
Pony Pet Bonding! Yay! Suddenly, her cutie mark starts glowing, which means that she's getting summoned by the cutie map. So she decides to entrust Gummy with the
Oh yeah, I want to get this out of the way real quick. You see this pose here? This is the pose you're gonna see for at least 95% of the review. I mean, in the next clip, and in the intro, she straight out proves that she has other images, but she just decides that the largest majority of the video, she's just gonna use this one single pose for almost the whole review. I mean, you could argue that she doesn't really have any other pictures for her avatars for her reviews, which I'd kinda get that, but that doesn't change the fact that she doesn't really do anything visually, minus a very small amount of exceptions, to really engage me into the review. And if there's nothing visually engaging me, then I have no choice but to focus on the fact she uses this one picture for almost the entire review.
Just because she uses visuals, that does not mean that's the primary of her video. It's clearly more audio. She only has a few poses for her character. And though, yes, she may have the same pose, she does have different emotions, so it's not the exact same thing over and over again. But and you do provide another argument that goes against you, that she doesn't have enough poses. So, your argument is still invalid.
Anyway, Twilight is excited that the map is calling them the Griffin Zone, the Griffin Kingdom. Wow, I haven't heard about Griffin since the Equestria games. Though Twilight is excited, Rainbow is not ever since her ex-friend Gilda this. How come I knew this was coming? Oh, great.
I swear, watching this video, I can't help but feel there's a huge problem I haven't touched on yet, and I'm currently missing, but I'm not sure what it is.
Note, he does this joke 4 times, and wastes 4 interjections.
Twilight didn't explain that Griffinstone has a rich history centered around an ancient treasure called the Idol of Boreas. I wonder if it's one of the 8 magical items that Starlight Glimmer mentioned in the Cutie Rap.
Of course it isn't! This episode mentions multiple times near the end that A, the idol's not important, and B, it's freaking gone. It's a throwaway object that was there to teach the moral. Nothing more, nothing less.
Great point, Rhinoceros, except for the fact that it's at the end of the episode where they mention it. At the beginning, we don't know anything about it, and it's a common trope in reviewing where they do something like this.
But Twilight's disappointed that the map is not summoning her to Griffinstone. But she is confident that Pinkie and Rainbow can solve whatever problem the kingdom has on their own. I know how it feels to be excited about going somewhere you've been studying for months, but to find out that you can't go.
I know the feeling, just stop mumbling! Stop it! Use your outside voice! I already hate it that the music is occasionally drowning out your voice, but it makes it even more obnoxious that you also decide to go all martini and buy my mixtape in the process and expect me to follow what you're freaking saying.
The only times I can never understand her in this video is when she mumbles. Her music doesn't drown out, and this is going to be one of the few legitimate points that you drag into the ground. Skip it, just skip it.
He then chats with Gilda and discovers that the kingdom doesn't have singing, a party store, or a bakery. Okay, a world without singing is a world I do not want to live in.
I swear there was something in this video I'm missing, and it's gonna kill me if I don't figure it out.
Okay, so I skipped it the second time it happened, but 3 times, man. Just say it already. You could have cut this commentary in half if you didn't.
So apparently all it has is Griffin scones, which Gilda sells to make a living. No wonder why she's a scone cold bitch. Get it? Scone cold. Oh, come on. That was funny.
You know, honestly, I kind of find it depressing that you trying to suck at humor is funnier than you actually trying to make a joke.
The only time we've ever seen her failing at making a joke is the shipping joke, which was the only time you've ever shown us one of her jokes. I mean, I know that we can assume that all of our humor is bad, but I'm not that type of person. Because you know what assuming does? Makes an ass out of you and me. Skip it, just skip it.
So Pinkie ups start with baking. When the distracted smell of their baking causes a griffin named Greta to fall out of the sky, Gilda helps her up. Whoa, wait. Is Gilda helping someone out without pushing them down? Pinkie Pie notices this and sees a good side in Gilda.
Okay, there is something I noticed while watching this review a few times, and it's really starting to bug me. But a major problem I have with this review is she constantly spouts funny remarks and or interesting observations, makes it seem like she's going to continue on said remarks or observations, and doesn't. At all. She just leaves the statement lying sad and alone as she awkwardly transitions back into the synopsis. Wait a second. That's it! That's the big problem with this video! It's, for the most part, not really a review at all. Like, sure, she talks about the episode like a review at the end of the video, but that's like, what, less than a minute that can actually be considered a review? The most she does for the rest of it is just tell you what happens in the episode and occasionally make a funny remark and or interesting observation that once again she barely ever expands on. I mean, seriously, what makes a review? Well, for one, she doesn't really critique anything throughout the whole video, and even when it seems like she's going to, again, she doesn't expand on anything. Most, if not all, of her attempts at entertainment fall flat. Oh, and it sure as heck isn't in any sense of the word analysis. I swear, stuff like that just peeves me off. People who call themselves analysts without a clear understanding of what the word analysis actually means. You could just make an entire review that's just, it good, the end. and it would have the same amount of substance and impact, if not more, than this poor excuse for intellectually stimulating content. Is this really what people qualify as quality material? Really? 12 likes, really?
Finally! Now, let me tell you the definition of review. Review. Noun, a formal assessment or examination of something with the possibility or intention of instituting change if necessary. A ceremonial display and formal inspection of military or naval force, typically by sovereigns, commander-in-chief, or high-ranking visitor. Examine or assess something formally with the verb. Examine or assess something formally with the possibility or intention of instituting change if necessary, of a sovereign commander-in-chief or high-ranking visitor, make a ceremonial, formal inspection of military or naval forces. Now, see how a formal assessment or examination of something with the possibility or intention of instituting change if necessary. Though yes, it's analysis, he primarily says review throughout the video. So, a formal assessment or examination. The synopsis is a formal assessment or examination with possibility or intention of instituting change if necessary. It's not necessary, so she doesn't have to. So by the definition of the word, it isn't wrong. So yeah, I'm right.
This dick ain't free.
Okay, I know I hate Gilda with a burning passion, but she is just too cute. As Hoops, Dumbbell, and Score make fun of Gilda for not flying, a Billy Rainbow Dash appears to stick up to her. Maybe she's not flying because she, oh I don't know, just got here.
Yeah! Stick it to those characters that are already established to be bad guys with your spouting of meaningless bullcrap that any human being could figure out on their own, adding nothing to the review. You go, girl!
Take back what I said in my previous point. Skip it, just skip it.
Gilda's out of 5. Well, that's our time for today. Join me next time as I review the 100th episode everyone's been looking forward to. I have been Cloud Soapy below and treacherous. This is Rose Quartz.
Hey, you know what's a good idea to do during your outro? Turn up the music loudly so your outro statement is almost literally impossible to understand. Genius! And with that large pile of rip, the video ends. Now for my final thoughts, you're gonna have to forgive me because that poor little OC of yours broke its leg and I'm sadly gonna have to put it down.
Wait, my leg isn't broken.
Your leg is broken! Okay, now give me a second, just stay still, you freaking pink mutant! Back for the mixtape!
My final thoughts are this. Though yes, it's not the worst thing I've done so far, though it could have been way better, especially from Rion's standpoints. Anyway, this is the Maverick and I am signing out. Also, you might say that after Rion, Rose is a dead horse. Hey, this is a temporary end card thing. I'm gonna do an updated one soon. It's just, had to quickly make this. Anyway, so, ask me questions on Tumblr, AskFM, and Twitter. Also gave me requests for those things. Check out my stupid arts on, DeviantArt and, well, Tumblr too. And, of course, listen to my mixtape on SoundCloud. Anyway, this is the Maverick and I am signing out. See you later, guys.